Friends, in today's video, we will discuss Bandhan Small Cap Fund. We will examine whether this fund provided downside protection during the market downtrend. We will also look at the returns over the last 5 years because this fund has only completed 5 years of existence. Along with this, we will also understand its investment strategy, how much risk this fund carries, what its portfolio diversification looks like, and whether investors should invest in this fund or not. Particularly the investors who are looking to make a lump sum investment in the market and were waiting for a good entry point. We will also try to find out whether this is a good opportunity for lump sum investment. Now, as far as returns are concerned, especially during the market downtrend over the last 6 months, we will see how this fund has performed and whether it has successfully protected its investors during this downtrend or not. In terms of providing downside protection, fund's performance is just okay, neither very good nor very bad. It has only matched the category averages. It has neither underperformed nor outperformed the category averages. For instance, over the last 6 months, the average returns of small cap category have been around minus 16%, and this fund has also delivered similar returns of 16%. Similarly, if we look at the YTD returns, that is year to date returns, the category average is minus 14%. And this fund has also matched it with minus 14% returns. While the fund hasn't provided downside protection, it is noteworthy it hasn't fallen below the category averages. Many funds in the small cap category have fallen by 20%, 24% or even 25%, whereas this fund has only declined by around 16% during last 6 months and 14% YTD, which is equal to the category averages. If we look at the 1 year, 3 year and 5 year performances, the fund has done quite well. It had delivered strong returns and outperformed the category averages in all 3 time frames. For instance, over 1 year period, it has given 17% returns to its investors, while small cap category as a whole could only generate a return of 6%. In 3 years time frame, this fund has provided 25% returns to its investors against the category average of only 18%. And over 5 years, its returns are 38%, whereas category returns are only at 37%. Fund's AUM stands at approximately Rs 8,400 crores, which is considered a medium-sized fund for the small cap category. For comparison, the Nippon India Small Cap Fund has an AUM of over 50,000 crores. In such large funds, if there is a severe market crash, investors may feel liquidity issues if they decide to exit because small cap companies have a smaller market capitalization. However, this fund doesn't face such risk because its AUM is at a reasonable level, neither too small nor too large. Next, we will examine the fund's investment strategies. When it comes to investment strategies, this fund follows a very defensive approach, making it a good choice for risk-averse investors. It doesn't take excessive risks in investments. In fact, this fund is overly diversified. It has spread its investments across a very large number of stocks. The fund has invested in 183 stocks, whereas the category average is only at 85. For comparison, the Motilal Oswal Small Cap Fund, which follows an aggressive investment strategy, holds only 43 stocks in its portfolio. This extreme diversification means that the fund automatically gets sectoral diversification as well. Out of its 183 stocks, they come from 18 different sectors, namely financials, services, consumer staples, healthcare and construction. Again, among these sectors, healthcare and consumer staples are defensive sectors. Despite such a defensive strategy, the fund has still generated excellent returns. It has delivered strong performance while also providing some downside protection during market declines. Another parameter that indicates whether a fund follows a value or aggressive investment strategy is its portfolio's PE ratio. The lower the PE ratio of a fund's holdings, the more defensive it is considered. This fund's portfolio's PE ratio is below 17, whereas the Motilal Oswal Small Cap Fund, which follows an aggressive investment strategy, has a P ratio of 31% for its portfolio. This also benefits investors in terms of expense ratio. And this is why the fund's expense ratio is just at 0.46% against the category average of 0.68%. Now let us evaluate whether the fund is suitable for investment, particularly for those investors who are looking to make a lump sum investment. So whether it is about lump sum investment or SIP investment through systematic investment plans, this fund seems like a good option from all perspectives, especially when we consider the risk return paradigm. Here the risk is less and the returns are good, and we have seen that in all time frames, whether it is 1 year, 3 year or 5 year, this fund has outperformed its category averages. Now particularly for lump sum investments, this time is very favorable because you are getting an opportunity to enter the market at a slightly lower level after the recent correction. The fund's NAV has also fallen from its peak by around 15 to 16%. So you are getting an opportunity to enter this fund at a 16% lower price from its highs. However, this doesn't mean that from here the fund cannot fall further. The markets can't be predicted. No one can predict whether the market will rise from here or fall further. In the market, the volatility risk will always remain. Market is not a fixed return instrument. Mutual funds are not fixed return instruments. Here the risk of volatility will always remain in the market. So to avoid this, the standard method for lump sum investment is that you divide your investable funds into several installments, 3, 5 or 10, depending on your risk taking capacity, depending on your volatility tolerance level. Whatever investable funds you have, divide them into that many installments and keep investing that amount every month in the market. By following this method of investing, you will get an opportunity to invest in the market at an average price, neither at market's peak nor at market's bottom. This investment strategy, known as rupee cost averaging, helps mitigate market volatility. Research suggests that this approach often results in better long-term returns compared to lump sum investing. Further, investing the entire amount in one go is similar to speculation. As if the market rises immediately after you have invested your funds, you will be benefited. However, chances of this happening are very bleak. But if the market falls immediately after you have invested your entire investable amount in one go, the situation will be very painful to you. Further, it will also reduce the probability of your getting good returns from your investment up to some extent. This video is for educational purpose only and is not investment advice or a recommendation. Always conduct your own research or consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.